Welcome back to part 2 of the Formula Mass Calculator. I just wanted to mention that you don't have to use Excel if you don't have Microsoft Office. It's not a problem. You can open this with either Google Sheets, or I prefer to use Excel Online, which also has a neat mobile app, so you can open this from your phone. And you can, once you have the file saved to your phone, you can enter values, you can do whatever you'd like to. So it works a lot like the apps out there that will calculate the formula mass for you. Only you get to build it yourself. So anyway, let me go ahead and go back up to this atomic weight, which is actually an old name that's no longer used. But anyway, it says atomic weight, so I'm going to call it atomic weight. So where did I get the 1.0079 from? I'm going to go ahead and switch over to PowerPoint. It's another neat app that lets me save a presentation as a video, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this file in Excel and go ahead and switch over to PowerPoint. So this is the formula that you see in Excel, and this is just the VLOOKUP part of the function. This is what I use to get Excel to read the periodic table for me. There are a total of 4 arguments here that are separated by commas, and arguments in Excel functions work like this. Say, for example, you want Excel to calculate 4 to the 9th power. You would enter equals power, open parentheses, 4 comma 9, close parentheses, and hit enter. The 4 and the 9 are the arguments of the power function, and they are separated by a comma. Well, the lookup has 4 arguments instead of 2, which are all separated by a comma. Let's look at these one at a time. While you're learning about these arguments, remember what VLOOKUP is doing. You're using this function to tell Excel that you want it to read whatever you put into your calculate spreadsheet. Then find it on the periodic table and go across to the column that has the information that you want. So back to VLOOKUP. The first argument is the cell where you tell the function what to look up. In this case, it's the cell E2. So whatever is in cell E2 is what VLOOKUP will look for. The next argument is where you want the function to look. The more familiar you are with the syntax that Excel uses, the easier it is to enter these functions by hand, or know what buttons to click to get Excel to do that for you, or know what you're looking at when you read it. This argument says I am looking on the worksheet with the name periodic table in cells A1 through M110. And then there's the column where you want the function to look. So for the next argument, you see I typed in the number 3. In Excel, column A is 1, B is 2, and so forth. So if I want the information that is in column C, I enter 3 for the third argument. The fourth and final argument, oh, you're going to love this, just leave it a 0. 0 means Excel will look for an exact match, and if you change it to a 1, Excel will look for a close match. For this file here, just leave the last argument as a 0, and you're done.